I'm a fan of pursuing and educating yourself and getting better and developing skills. But if there's no deals, there's no deals.
Well, you have to do less with more. I mean, more with less.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get into that, you opened up the door of it's hard to make money in real estate right now.
Yeah.
Is that because, and it's hard to find deals right now, is that because of the rates and therefore people are not necessarily moving because they've got their lower rates, they're keeping in the house, so it's harder to get them out? Let's explore that a little bit.
I'll go first because I think it's just a reality we all have to accept. Volume is down. Like mortgage applications are at an all-time low. This year, there'll be less than 4 million sales nationwide. It's just there's not a lot of real estate being transacted. You're really only in the distressed environment. I mean, unless someone has to sell. Look, I've got a vacant house that I'm no longer even allowed to rent, but it has a 3.25% mortgage. It only cost me $1,800 a month, and I've only got 10 years left to pay on it. It's hard to let the thing go. You got $400,000 or $500,000 worth of equity in it, but it's hard to let it go. So you've got the rate lock phenomenon. All these people that 80% of America has a rate less than 4%. You've got high rates now. So that last guest said, if you sell a $300,000 house right now, even if you get $200,000 and put $200,000 down on a $300,000 house, your payment doubles. It's insane. So there's just not a lot of activity, and it's a business that relies on activity. You've got to have buyers and sellers transacting.
Yeah. No, I agree, because actually that house in Kaufman, so we had another couple taking a look at it. They owned a mobile home in Kaufman too on an 1.25 acres, and they wanted to move. They wanted to downsize, but the thing is they're reconsidering potentially buying. The guy really wants to make his wife happy, and she fell in love with this house, but they're like, Maria, if we try and sell, our place right now, we're probably not going to get as much as we want. 'Cause, you guys have a really nice house, and it's not, selling as quickly as you guys wanted. But also, too, if we sell this place, our payment is going to go up astronomically than what we're paying for it currently. So they want the house, but they're kind of in this, do we really need it right now? So
we are in a sticky economy. This economy, it looks good on paper, but when you look at credit card debt as high as it is, auto delinquencies as high as they are, the new jobless numbers are going up, and even the revisions are going up. I think there's a lot of
I'm watching the news, and everybody says the economy's great, better than it's been in years. It's the best economy we've had in 20 years. What are you talking about? That's sarcasm?
Look, I'm making a bunch of money, but
that's one way to look at it.
I know for a fact that apartments are starting to give away 3 months free rent in Dallas. Oh, wow. I got an email from the dealership. I bought a Ram Limited 3/4 ton 4x4,
Welcome to the Auto Podcast.
It has everything, and I bought it in December of 21, and the market was so choked it was like $105,000. I call the guys, I saw it on the website. He goes, yeah, it's still on the train. You can give me a $5,000 credit card deposit right now, or I'm calling the next guy back. And I did it, and then I went inside the dinner and told my wife. But that same dealership, I got an email from them this week. Top dollar for your trade, 0% financing, no payments till November. That is the sign. The auto section of the Dallas Morning News, it's a newspaper. A lot of you don't know what that is.
I was going to say, what's a newspaper?
Yeah, it gets delivered to my house still. I'm old. There was a time during COVID, after the last election.
Inside joke.
That the auto section went away because the dealers were making so much money and they had no inventory. They're just like, yeah, we don't need that.
Right.
Well, that thing is back. Wow. And it's all the rebates and all the special financing.
I need to talk to your guy because my auto guy tried to give me negative equity on my thing.
Call Chris Zink, baby.
Maybe.
He's the guy.
Maybe.
Anyway, so I think that the economy is hurting. Mm-hmm. People can't afford higher payments for housing.
Right.
Rents have skyrocketed, and we're just going to be in a holding pattern. So strategies have to adjust. You have to go for affordable housing. You have to increase your skill at buying lower. And you have to, I always say this, you probably heard me. There's 3 levers in this business, right? In house buying. What you pay for the house, what you spend getting it fixed, and what you can sell or rent it for. Well, the market really controls number 1 and number 3. You're in charge of that middle one, right? You can develop a skill. You can do some of your own work, right? You can really change what you spend on the house, or you can pay for better advertising or different advertising and lower your cost of the acquisition, but you're still going to have ancillary costs like texting and cold calling, and those things cost money. So I think we're just in a period of adjustment where you have to get better on your skills on the first 2 and frankly on the third. Marketing, packaging, being creative, it all becomes important.
Yeah, but I'm going to push back a little bit on that.
Please.
Because I was
Eggshell.
a little too intimate on that one. I was a little too intimate on the please. I was like, a please. I mean, we're not on deployment. Simmer down. I lost what I was going to say. No, but I'm going to push back in the sense that if there's no deal, there's no deal. Like, because you can increase. I'm a fan of increasing your skills. Like, I'm going back to SMU this fall to pursue my MBA from them. So
Executive MBA.
Executive MBA. Sorry. Trust me, when you see the price difference, let me go that rabbit hole real quick. I had no idea. I was just like, yeah, of course, I'm older, so I'm going to pursue the executive MBA. And then I'm meeting all these other MBA people. The difference between like a professional MBA and executive MBA is $30,000. And I'm like, like, excuse my language, but it's like 30,000 to 30,000. Anyway, I'm a fan of pursuing and educating yourself and getting better and developing skills. But if there's no deals, there's no deals.
Well, you have to do less with more. I mean, more with less.
Yeah. You have to capitalize on every little thing. So actually, it was funny. The most recent deal that I got was a wholesale that I did in Irving. This is probably actually my biggest wholesale that I've ever done. So this one family was wanting to rent out one of the houses that I had in Hearst. And usually we ask people like, hey, why are you looking to move? All those questions. So they told us, well, we're looking to move because we have to sell our house in Irving. And I was like, do tell. So
Have to.
Yeah,
Ding, ding, ding.
Exactly. So I like hounded these people. So it's interesting because it's a couple, so husband, wife, kid, and they have their in-laws moving in also. So the in-laws are the ones that own the house. And so this house in Irving was like falling apart. The roof horrible, foundation horrible, and actually the city was going to condemn it to be torn down because I guess when they built the house and they set up the foundation, they didn't use any rebar. So all the houses on the street, the foundation is so messed up.
Twin Falls?
I forget where.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Personal experience.
Oh, okay.
In Irving.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no, and so so I just kept kind of bothering them, hounding them. So I was like, hey, so yeah, I'll rent out the house to you. So by the way, what's going on with the Irving property? And I just built that, relationship, and the guy, just wanted to sell this thing, and I got it for basically lot value because they had the home paid off. So I had a friend of mine that buys a ton in Irving, sold it to him, and yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nick owns Irving.
Well, what's funny is I literally was about to say, bring him up specifically because he just bought that commercial building for like $1 million under market, just because he developed that relationship and he spent time developing a relationship with the seller. And the seller's like, yeah, I'll sell to you, even though the guy had like $1 million more in offerings from other people, but he liked them.
Yeah.